I'm Sonali. In previous part, we had learned the different functions of the files and directories. Some of the functions like getting information on files, in that file exist function, file size function, and time related properties also. Means like a file A time, file C time, file M time, this type of a function. Now in this part, we will learn ownership and permissions related functions. We will also see working with directories and different functions used for this. We can get information on files ownership and permission. How to get this information? Which function you can use for this? All files are associated with a specific user and a specific group of users. We know that all the files are associated with user and specific group of users. So here we will use the different functions for the specific user and for the specific group of users. And assign the flag that determines who has the permission to read, write, execute their contents. Okay. Then there is a user and the groups of users associated with the file, and at that time we are giving the access. Okay. There has a permission who is read, write or execute their content. There are actually the three types of permissions associated with each file. So read, write and execute. Okay. The three functions are read, write, execute. Here the file owner. Okay. When there is a file owner, by default the user whose account was used to create the file means the file owner. A group of users. Group of users means by default the group to which the owner belongs means a group of users. And all users means everyone with an account on the system means all users. So we will see the function one by one for the ownership and permission first. So we can get the information on the file ownership and permission, and there are the three permissions are there. So first function for this we are using POSIX get PWUID function. Okay. See, when we want to get information of a user, okay, and for this we need a user ID. Okay. So if you want to get information of a user by this ID number, then we will use the POSIX get PWUID function, and in that the parameter is UID. It returns an associative array containing the information about the user referenced by a numeric user ID. Okay, and pass in the UID parameter. So here, see POSIX get PWUID, we are using this function, and here is a one parameter, and parameter means your user ID, integer. Okay, here we are passing the user ID. So you will get the one associative array, user name and value pair. So you will get this information, name, password, UID and all information. Okay, and store this information in user info stored inside this, and then by using the printr function you can display the user information in detail. Means what is the name, then password, UID and all. Okay, you will get the associative array of this content. Next function we will use is get grgid. Okay, for this get grgid. It returns information about the group by group ID. Okay, for this we require the group ID. We will send the group ID as a parameter. So you will get the associative array. Here also we will get the associative array. So name is the group name, group ID, and the member means the number of members belonging to the group. And so for this, the $group ID equals to POSIX get GID, then group info, here POSIX get grgid. So first we need this group ID. So first access this group ID, then use this group ID as a parameter in this. Okay, and then we can display the information of group. Next function is file permission. Next is file permission. Actually, it is a sub point of this ownership and permission. File permission means what? It specifies what we can do with a particular file. Okay, permissions means what? What we can do with a particular file in the system, such as you can perform the reading, writing, or executing the file, etc. Okay, and by default there are the permissions are granted for the file. No need to use permissions every time. Okay, so read and write permissions is automatically grants to the file. Okay, in addition, PHP also provides some useful function for checking and changing the file permission. You can check and change the file permission. Okay, checking the file permission. How to check the file permission? You can check the file permission by using the function is readable. You can use the function is readable to check this file is readable or not. Means it returns true if you are allowed to read the file. If writable, returns true if you are allowed to write this file. Otherwise, it returns false. Is executable, it returns true if you are allowed to execute the file. Otherwise, it will return the false. These are the three permissions: is readable, writable, and is executable. There is one example about this file permission. Here we are just checking the file permission by using the ternary operator. So here take one file name, then message equals to is underscore readable. If it is correct, then it will display the first part. Otherwise, it will display the second part. Means it will display the file is not readable. Similarly, for the writable and executable, we are using the same operator. We are using the ternary operator. Means if the condition, this condition is true, then display this message. Otherwise, display this part. Okay. Next is PHP changing file permission. Okay. Next is changing file permission. So to change the file permission or mode, we use the chmod function. Okay, you can use the change mode function. You can use this function. Okay. First we need to pass the name of the file. Okay, but we need to pass name of the file that we want to set permission. कोणत्या फाईलला परमिशन द्यायची? First we need to set the and we need to pass the name of the file. Second, we need to specify the desired permission. This permission for the selected file, we need to pass this permission. Okay, the chmod function returns true if the permission was set successfully. Otherwise, it will return the false. Okay, it will return the true and successful, false if not successful. Okay, and for this syntax, we are using the file and we are using the just file and the mode for this. Okay. So here is a file permission is represented by an octal number, which system we are using. We are using the octal number that contains the three digits. Okay. The first digit specify what the owner of the file can do with the file. First digit is what? The first digit specify what the owner of the file can do with the file. The second digit specify what the owner group of the file can do with the file, and the third digit specify what everyone can do with the file. These are the three digits. First is for owner of the file can do with the file. Then second is for second digit specify what the owner group of the file can do with the file. Means the owner. It's about the owner group. And third digit specify what everyone can do with the file. These are the three digits of the octal number. Then next in that we are using the function, first function file owner function. Okay, so the file owner function returns the user ID, means the user ID of whom? User ID of owner of this specified file. Okay, the file owner function returns the user ID of owner of the specified file. Okay, for that we are using the POSIX get PWUID function. We are using this function to convert the user ID to a username. Which function we are using? We are using this. Okay, get PWUID to convert the user ID to username, because we know that this function will return you the detailed information of the specific user. So you will get the name also. File owner $file name. Okay, this is a syntax for file owner function. File owner, and in that pass the file name. Okay, so file name, this is your file name, test.txt. Okay, you are sending this as a file name, and this file name will return you, this function will return you the user ID, and the user ID will return you the all information of this like a username and all, and then GID, UID, and all information. Okay, so for this we are using the file owner function. Next is the file group function. The first one is the owner function, now is a group function. This function returns the group ID of a specified file. Okay, it returns the group ID of specified file or false or failure. If it is not accessed, then it will return the false. See, here also we are using the POSIX get grgid function to convert the group ID to a group name. Okay, group ID to group name we are using this function. And syntax for this is file group, and here pass the argument as a file name. Next is third one function is a file type function. Okay, it returns the file type of a specified file or directory. What it will return? It will return the file type or a directory type. Okay, specified file type or the specific directory type. So this function returns the one of the seven this possible way. Means either it will return the P4 or char or directory or block, link, file, socket, and then anyone from this seven. Okay, and the syntax for this is the file type, and inside the bracket write the file name. Okay, file type and then write your file name. Here is the one example. Okay, when you are using this, so it will return the output as a directory, because this is we are using this images as a directory. So this file type will return your dir directory. Next is working with directory. Okay, in this working with the directory, we will use the different functions for the directory. Okay, we will use the functions for the different directories. We use the function for the current directories. Okay, so the directory function allows you to retrieve information about directories and their content. For what we are using this? To retrieve the information about the directory. कोणते directories which contain it inside the directory. For this we are using the function. Okay, so first one is your opendir. Okay, this opendir function opens up a directory handle. Okay, to be used in a subsequent close dir function. Okay, we will use this in a close dir function, in a read dir function, and rewind dir function. Okay, the opendir function opens a directory handle. For what? For opening the directory handle. And here is the syntax resource opendir. And resource is a special data type because here we are using the external resources also. So resource opendir string $path. Here you need to specify the path. This is optional, and resource context. Okay, this resource context is optional, and you need to specify the string path. Here is one example. Open a directory, read its content, and then close it. So how to open a directory? So let's see. Take a one directory name as images. Okay, this is your directory name. Store it in a dir. Open a directory and read its content. Okay, open the directory. So first check, is it directory? Is dir function will returns you true if it is a directory. It returns you a false if it is not directory. Okay, if $dh, this is a handle. Okay, we are using the handle. Open dir $dir means open dir. Which directory you need to open? This directory. Okay, means this images directory. Okay, and here we are using the one handle, directory handle. While $5 equals to read dir, here we will read its content till the content is exist. Okay, means $5 equals to read dir $dh. By using the directory handle, we will read this content will be stored inside the file. Not equals to false. If exists, then it returns the file name. Okay, otherwise it will return the false. Okay, and then see, here is a closing of while, then a closing of this first write the close dir, close your directory, then closing of this if, and then the closing of main program. So what is actually the aim here? First it is a directory. Take a directory, check it is directory, open directory, read the content and display the content, and then close the file. Okay, we can use this function as close dir. It closes the directory handle. Okay, the syntax for this is void close dir resource $handle. So here we are using the GS method handle. And this function will return you the file inside the images directory. So inside the images directory there are the three files: cat.gif, dog.gif and horse.gif. These are the three files inside the images directory. Next function is read dir. Okay, next function is read dir. This function returns the name of the next entry in a directory. What it will return? It will return the name of the next entry in a directory. It will read the second file, second content of your directory. Okay, so syntax for this string read dir in bracket resource $dir handle. Okay, here also we are using the resource method. Then list all the entries. See this example, we are using the same example. Previous example we are putting here. Here also list all the entries in the images directory and close. So how to list out all the entries of this file? So just use the same logic, same program again here. Take out one directory, check it is directory, open this directory, read the data, display the data and close the directory. Okay. And these are about the read dir function. Then next is current directory. For current directory also there are the some functions. The default current directory is a directory of the running script file. Default directory means what? In which your script is running. This is the default file. Okay. The current directory is important. Why important? Because it is used as the base directory for relative file path. Okay. It is used as the base directory for relative file path, so it's very important. In that you can use the different function like get cwd. Means this function returns the current working directory. That it will return? It will return the current working directory. And here is one example string. String first write the syntax string get cwd in bracket void. And then use this get cwd. So it will return the current working directory. Next function we will use changing the current directory. How to change the directory? Okay, this chdir function changes the current directory. You can change the current directory. If it is successfully changed, it will return the true. Otherwise, it will return the false on value. Okay, so change the current directory first. Echo get cwd. Okay, get cwd means current working directory. Then change this directory. Okay? First take the current working directory, display the current working directory. So you will get the idea. Okay. So then change the directory. So here use the coding for change the directory. Again use the current working directory. Again print this current working directory. So here will be the answer. So here you will get the change name. Okay, new name of this directory. You can use the dir function. Okay. The next way is you can use the dir function. So it returns an instance of the current instance of the directory class. What it will return? It will return the instance of the directory class. The dir function opens directory handle. What it will do? It opens the directory handle and returns an object. The object contains the three methods called read, rewind, and close. It will include the different method read, rewind, and close. Okay. So, and the syntax for this is suppose the directory handle boolean inside here directory and provide the string dollar directory. Here provide the directory name. And the syntax for this is C dollar $D equals to dir get cwd. This first get the current working directory. Then echo handle. Okay, handle. Here we are using $D as the object. Okay, $D handle. Okay, here. So see, this $D means what? It is an instance of directory here. So by using this instance, you can access the handle. You can access the path also. And then while file equals to $D read. Okay, here we are doing the call to the read function. What equals to false? Okay, means the data is exists, you can read. So then display the file name here. Okay, display the file name here and then close it. Then $D close. now close your file. Okay. Here you will get the information like a handle, path, and all information about the your directory. Okay, because we are using here an instance of this directory. By using this instance, you can access the information about the directory. Okay. In this part, I had covered the different points like ownership and file permission. And in file permission, there are the different permissions, changing the file permission, then working with the directory in that different functions, how to change the current directory, changing current directory. These are the different functions covered in this part. Thank you.